God morgon från Paretodesken, fredagen den 11 december. Det var blandat på Wall Street igår. S&P 500 stängde på minus 0,1%, Nasdaq på plus 0,5% och börserna öppnade klart ner, men sen fick börserna lite hopp om nya stödpaket. Steven Mnuchin sa att en hel del framsteg skett i samtalen om stödpaket. Och vi har fått ännu en succénotering på Wall Street. I onsdags var det ju DoorDash som rusade på noteringen första handelsdagen. Och igår var det Airbnb som noterades på Wall Street och rusade 115%. Ja, det här säger ju någonting om optimismen vi ser där ute på börsen. På Pareto idag har vi pratat filomining. Och där har vi en köprekommendation, och så har vi pratat Sobi efter kapitalmarknadsdagen igår, och vi sänker rekommendationen till behåll från köp. Och jag tänker att vi ska fortsätta på life science-temat och prata lite Vicore Pharma, för de släppte i tisdags resultat från deras fas 2-studie på deras VP01 på covid-19-patienter. Dan Akshuti, du är analytiker och täcker caset. Vad tycker du om de här resultaten?
So yeah, it was a very good result on disease parameter, the reduction in need of oxygenation, supplemental oxygenation, and there they saw a 40% reduction in a significant, statistical significant level. And the confusion there with the readout was that the original primary endpoint of the study was the difference in C-reactive protein between placebo and the treatment group. C-reactive protein is the liver protein that is usually upregulated during inflammation. It serves in the immune response, and it's that would have been a good measure kind of to see an effect on a biomarker. But even if you don't consider for a moment what happened during the trial, if you have the two different readouts, being one a biomarker and one being patients actually getting better or progressing less, meaning in that case needing less oxygenation, then that is still better than a biomarker. But what happened in the trial is when this primary endpoint was designed, the patients were not treated with steroids. But then when the trial happened, it already became standard of care in this fast evolving situation with COVID-19 that patients were treated with various regimens of steroids and different types of steroids, not just dexamethasone, which actually also confounds a bit the study. But yet we could still see a very good effect of Vicore's drug. And these steroids, which was given to 94% of the 106 patients in the trials, both in the placebo and the treatment group, they reduce all these kind of inflammatory markers, not just C-reactive protein, but also others. And by reducing that everywhere, you kind of cannot use this biomarker anymore to read out, and that is maybe just something Vicore could have communicated earlier to make it very, very clear for everyone. But one can also just think these things through, and then you see that what is important is a disease relevant outcome, and why C-reactive protein is not going to show much is also clear.
Men så det var ändå bra resultat. Hur kommer det här påverka både VP01 men också Vicore Pharma framöver, tror du?
So what I think will happen now, if we look also at the other companies, so there's just a very small number of companies to date that reported positive phase 2 data. So Vicore is one of 6 companies worldwide that reported positive phase 2 data to our knowledge. So there could be something else that we have missed, but to our knowledge, it's just 6. So we had more than 1,000 placebo-controlled randomized clinical phase 2 trials started. Only around something mid-25 or so trials, and only 6 had positive data, and those include, for instance, Regeneron, which is quite known now, and Lilly, but also smaller companies like Oncommune, which was acquired for $425 million by Merck. One other company that is likely to come now is Vicore Pharmas, maybe in December or January with phase 2 data, which already partnered with Roche. So we really expect that Vicore will be able to find a pharma partner, considering that COVID-19 is not gone. So that they will find a pharma partner to run the phase 3 and also commercialization, even though the company proved that they can very well run the phase 3 themselves. So they don't need the partner, but I think they will get one for that. And another option, or maybe a combination of both, is soft money. So maybe governmental sources, etc., that would help fund the phase 3 trial. And another implication from the data, I think we saw earlier, I think in September or so, the data on IPF lung transplant, we could see the receptor expression where Vicore's drug is acting on. And we could see that it downregulates a key fibrotic factor, TGF-beta. And now we also get another kind of safety and efficacy signal from Vicore's VP01 drug, the angiotensin type 2 receptor agonist. And I think that is also at least slightly positive for IPF in terms of efficacy, for sure in terms of safety, because we can now say that Vicore had no side effects in 106 patients that were severely sick, and also had steroids on top of everything. So that really, I would say, makes it a good case for safety, but also efficacy.
Okej, tack så mycket Dan. Och tack så mycket till alla er som har tittat under hösten. Vi kommer ta ett juluppehåll, men vi är tillbaka igen den 11 januari. Men Pareto Podcast fortsätter som vanligt och vi har en hel del intervjuer som ska ut på Pareto-TV. Så in och kika på paretodesken.se så kommer du hitta saker om du inte har någonting att göra över jul och nyår. Vi på Paretodesken önskar er en god jul och ett gott nytt år.